Run, river, run, run through the hills. Run, river, run to the sea. Run, river, run to your place beneath the sun. Run, river, run over me.
Hi, this is Jan Lewis, so welcome to Be My Guest. And today we have one of our own people right here in Upton. Many of you probably know her, Gloria Perfetto, and she is a barber and a hairstylist. If you're going down Main Street, and you know where the little red super shop is, store, well, kind of right across from that is where her barber shop is, and she does the women's hairstyling as well. It's an adorable little building. How long have you been there? Welcome, Gloria.
Thank you. I've been there for 25 years, and it used to be the old Upton post office.
Oh, I think Paul told me that.
Yes. It used to have a mailbox in front of it, so I sent the United States Postal Service a bill for the mailbox, and then they took it out.
Oh, my God. So that was 25 years
I charged them rent.
25 years ago.
Yes.
So it seems like a long time ago.
And I got mail delivered on Main Street also.
Yeah.
They didn't deliver mail in Upton at that time. So I also wrote to the United States Post Office that it was un-American not to get my mail and have to pay for mail and pick it up at the post office.
It costs to have a box.
And then they wrote me a letter and they said, okay, put a mailbox out and you can put mail out.
Were you the first one in Upton to have a mailbox?
Just on Main Street.
Just on Main Street?
Yes, but I told all the neighbors after that that they could put a mailbox out and get their mail delivered.
Good job. This girl speaks her mind. I like that's very good. She is going to show us today what she has been designing and what she is trying to contribute to, which is a very, very... I'll let you start out. She's also an artist. Tell us about your giraffe.
Well, I bought a pillow and it had a giraffe on it, so I painted the pillow. And the brewery around the corner, the new brewery...
Yeah, right over here.
Yes, didn't have any artwork on their walls. So I told him that I was just practicing some abstracts and different paintings, and if he would like to hang my artwork, and he could have it. And so I showed him what it was, and he said, I really like it. I want you to give me 4 pieces, and I want you to name them and price them and put them in my shop. So I'd never done anything like that before. So I did, and right away somebody bought the giraffe painting. And I had posted it on Facebook, and everyone loved the giraffe.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, paint another one. So I painted a different one.
Is that it right there?
No.
Not yet. Okay.
Oh, no, I don't have them here. They're all sold.
Okay.
And
okay.
So then I painted a few other giraffes, and they immediately sold.
Yeah.
So I said, wow, people were telling me that the giraffes made them smile, and they loved seeing them on Facebook. So then I said, I can't paint the same giraffe over and over again.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of different themes. And that's when I did the American flag.
Can you hold that up, just so we can see? Yeah. So turn it a little bit more this way so Paul can zero in on it.
Okay. So
how long did it take you to do that? That's beautiful.
Oh, I don't really know. I don't know how long it took.
But you had fun with that.
But yes, and so then I decided to put a camouflage hat on the giraffe.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
So I didn't do that at first.
Yeah.
I just had it plain.
Oh, I like it.
And so I went and had a copyright done of it, so no one would copy the idea of having the giraffe as a flag.
Yes.
And then I looked online for a veterans charity organization, a non-profit I wanted to donate, because then after that I said, well, I'm going to do some t-shirts.
This is so cool.
So then I made the t-shirt.
Can you hold it, Paul? You got it? I stuck my neck out for you.
Yes.
That's for our veterans.
And my girlfriend's mother saw the painting and the shirt, and she came up with that saying, I stuck my neck out for you. And I said, I'm going to use that.
Yeah.
And so then I looked up, let's do that afterwards. Then I looked up online for nonprofit organizations that I could donate the proceeds to the shirt. And then I found this one that just touched my heart, and it's Home for Our Troops.
Can you get that just so that it doesn't...
And it's out of Taunton, Mass.
Yeah.
And it's been organized since 2004. And they have built somewhere in the vicinity of 360 homes around the country for somebody that is severely injured. They don't like to say disabled because they're not disabled.
Does it have to be
They're
vet?
just injured, and it has to be a
Has to be a
veteran.
vet. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
And they build them a home according to the injury and where they would like to live. And they get them on their feet, and they, it's like a family for the rest of their lives. They find them jobs and education and help them and their whole family get on their feet.
So is there an event coming up where you will be bringing these things?
Well, I'm just starting the fundraising for it.
Yeah.
And it's just new to me.
Yeah.
And I've had to get checking account and all those things in order. And I've gotten in touch with the agency, and they're putting the shirts on their website. And I haven't yet sent them my first check. I'm waiting to. And I'm getting close to, actually. And so that's that.
Memorial Day's coming up.
And Home for Our Troops is going to be honored at the Indy 500 this year, and they're going to have a car and honor their organization.
Now,
so it's a
Memorial
great
Day,
organization.
Memorial Day's coming up.
Yes, it is.
Are you going to be on our town common? It'd be fantastic if you'd be there.
Oh, it would be.
Yeah, because they usually have a celebration of some kind, with the flag.
Oh, all right.
If you were there and you had a setup, another great place to get the word out.
Yes, I'll definitely look into that.
Yeah, it's in
'cause
September.
I'm looking to do that.
Yeah, in September it's called Homecoming. The library has a book sale, and then there are vendors out on the common.
Okay. I usually work on Saturdays, so I miss all these events.
Well,
But
take that Saturday
now
off.
I have Carolyn working
Yeah,
at the shop
she's
with me.
she's got the greatest receptionist. You go in there, and she's the most happy thing.
Oh,
She
I love
is.
her. She's a hairstylist also.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
yeah.
you should see it in Gloria Perfetto's barbershop, hairstyling salon. There's this rubber chicken. I've been telling Paul about it.
Uh-huh.
Right there on the front. I'm looking at the rubber chicken. I think that is so cool. And then the way that you have long hair like mine, you have a thing that you sit on in a different way. What is that now that I was sitting on? So you can trim way down on the...
Oh, it's just a stool
Yeah.
so that your hair can be straight instead of hanging over the...
I remember when I had to go to a
draping over the back
hairstylist,
of
and
the-
she said, "Stand up." I'm like, "Why?" And she said, "I can't get you like that." She was this little thing. I'm thinking, and you're going to be able to still stand up and do... But I like your idea.
Oh, yeah, I want you to be comfortable.
Oh, definitely. You must
Comfortable.
have the kids come in before proms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
that must be so much fun.
It's a great shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do the whole family, and
Yep.
I have a horsey seat for the little kids to sit on.
A horsey seat, yeah.
Made for my chair. I had
Yeah.
it made for my chair.
I bet they love that.
And yes, they
Oh,
do.
wow.
And
Gloria,
candy.
what
We
brought
give
you to
candy and cookies.
Upton. How did you get here?
All right. I used to own the Mendon Drive-In movie theater,
Yeah?
and I also had Taco Heaven in Milford. It was a taco wagon that sold Mexican food, and I did that for 13 years. And anyone knows that in the food business and in that type of atmosphere, you're working a lot, and you're working in the good weather, and so you miss the beautiful weather of New England. And I had done hair when I was out of high school.
Yeah.
I was the first female barber at Brahms Barber School in Worcester in 1967. And I went back to cutting hair in 1996, I think it was.
So you grew up in Worcester.
No,
No?
I didn't. I grew up in Waltham, and then we moved to Natick, and I took the bus from Natick to Worcester to go to barber school.
Wow, you were determined.
Yes.
And you liked it right off?
Well, when I graduated from high school, My grandfather was a barber. My uncle was a barber. My father had been a barber, and there was a line of barbers in my family. So, back in 1966, they didn't give women a lot of choices on what to do with their lives. So my father said, I said, I don't want to be a nurse, I don't want to be a teacher, and I don't want to be a secretary, and I don't want to be married with children.
You didn't want kids?
No. And I said, that's not what I want to do with my life. And so my father said, you're going to go to barber school. And I did.
And you liked it?
Yes, I did. Loved it.
Oh, so did you know right out of high school that's what you wanted to do?
Well, when he said it, I knew that that's
that
what
was
I
it,
wanted
Dad.
to do.
Yeah, it's like my father. I went to college and majored in art up in a university. But after 2 years, I was bored. I wasn't going anywhere with it. I was having a time with math. So I just called my parents one day and said, don't say anything to Dad, but I'm leaving.
Wow.
He was on the other end, and he says, hi, Jan. So when I got back home, Gloria, I was given the choice. You're either going to business school or you can go to beauty school.
Oh.
Well, back then, I wasn't too interested in beauty school. But when he said business, I thought, maybe that's it. So I worked a number of years as an executive assistant, all the did that. Then I got bored with that, jumped into nannying.
Wow.
Living nannying with the kids.
Wow. Good for you.
There's been a lot, but I did it, and you have come so far. 25 years you've been doing this. Your barbering and your hairstyling. That's a lot. You've seen families grow up around here.
Oh, yes.
Who does that? Who does that? The mannequin out in front.
All right. The mannequin was a birthday present from my brother. And he said, I bought you a boyfriend for your birthday, Gloria.
So you decided to put him out front.
And so I said, oh my God, what am I going to do with him?
Yeah.
And so then I decided, I said, I'm going to put him in front of the shop and have fun.
What was the reaction?
There wasn't an immediate reaction that I knew, all right? But I named him Manny Quinn. Mannequin. So I named him Manny Quinn, not knowing that there was a TV show where there was a mannequin, and it was called Manny Quinn, and it was two men, a show called Two Men.
Yeah.
I forget the actor's name. So anyway, I painted him because he was all white.
Yeah.
So I said, well, I'll paint him. So I painted him blonde with blue eyes, and I painted him a skin tone, and not thinking of anything, but just, and then I started to dress him.
Did you go to the local wonderful thrift shops and find stuff?
His favorite place to shop was Salvation Army.
Oh, this is mine. We ladies call it Sally's Boutique.
Oh, you do?
Do you know the one in Linwood, in the White and
That's
Silver?
the one.
They left.
Yes,
Did
it's
you know
very
that?
sad. That was where I went all the time.
That was popular beyond words.
It really was.
So now that leaves us with Worcester, which is very, very good, I have to say. I mean, I could spend all afternoon in there.
Woonsocket's a good one.
Yes, they are too.
Yes.
Woonsocket, the favorite part of mine in Woonsocket, though, is up on that third floor. It's dedicated estate closeout, whatever.
Yes.
The furniture. If you've got a single apartment or whatever, it's great.
Oh, yeah.
But up in Worcester, they have come a long way. Of course, she got a lot of people around here who were going to Linwood, right? Mm-hmm. But we're going up there.
Linwood was great.
Oh, I don't know
It
what
was a disappointment. I don't know why.
If somebody said that the landlord there, wanted to sell it. I'm thinking, well, the Salvation Army, I don't think they're poor. Why didn't they just pick up the tab or just buy it outright?
Oh, I don't know, because that was the best one.
They made a lot of money on it. That's good.
The workers were really nice, and it was organized.
Yes, it was.
Oh, yeah, I liked it.
I found
I got everything for Manny there.
Have you been to the one in Grafton? It's called Treasures at the Christian School.
Yes.
They're higher priced.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
And then there's the Blessing Barn in Mendon.
They've also gone up.
Yes, they have.
So I don't go there. To me, that's not a thrift
But they
shop.
have beautiful things, and they're very, very clean. And the proceeds to the Blessing Barn go to autism. to autistic children. So
No, I know. I think of that one of the treasures by the Christian school, and I walked in there, and I'm like, this blouse, this beautiful blouse. I hung it up. I'm like, they want 10 for this. Then sometimes 15 or whatever, and I'm like, that makes no sense because I could go and buy it new for almost the same thing, but I could go to Sally's and get it for half the price.
Mm-hmm.
So if it comes to retail intelligence, use your noggin.
Mm-hmm.
They've got, I don't know if you've noticed it, but at Sal's they have designer clothes, things that are hardly worn for $4, $5, $6.
Yes, they do.
I think most women would be nuts not to
Recycling is so
beautiful.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I love it. We've been talking with Gloria Perfetto, and she is right here in Upton. She is a barber, a hairstylist. Her salon is right off of Main Street. And she's an artist, and she's been telling us about her giraffes. We can talk about it again. I stuck my neck out for you. This is going to be for the vets.
Yes.
How can they get a hold of you, Gloria?
Well, they can get a hold of me for the veterans t-shirts at veteranst-shirts@gmail.com, and they're $30 each, and I can mail them for $36, and this is just the beginning. I'm hoping once it catches on and people see veterans wearing these shirts,
Yeah.
it'll catch on.
Definitely. How much are the shirts, Gloria?
30.
They're 30. Okay.
Yes.
You got to get out there.
Yeah, I do.
Really, you have got a most wonderful thing, and especially at this day and age, to honor these guys.
Mm-hmm.
You are really. Did you have a veteran in your family?
My niece has put 10 years in the Army,
Wow.
and my nephew was 4 years. My brother was in the service. 2 of my brothers were in the service, and my father and all my uncles. So
Oh, that's a lot of guys.
Yeah,
a lot of people in
guys.
the service. What
Yeah.
what branches were they in?
The Army and the Navy.
Excellent.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. My husband Paul was in the Air Force. But you were mentioning you were in the hairdressing, the barbering place. It was the early, like 66, mid 60s.
I went to barber school in 1967.
Okay. All right. So, how long did it take you to get out? How many hours did you have to spend?
1,000 hours.
Oh, okay. It was
And
1,000
it's
hours.
pretty much the same to this day.
Yeah.
But mine was just barber school.
Yeah.
And I remember walking in and saying I want to enroll in barber school, and they said, "Oh, I'm sorry, we don't accept women." And I said, I think that's called discrimination, and I think I'm going to have to call my lawyer.
Oh, oh, zing.
Then I said to my dad, "Do we have a lawyer? And is discrimination the
Yeah.
right word?"
What did he say?
And he goes, "Good for you, Gloria." And the next day they called me,
They
come
said
to barber school.
They were afraid. You know, we got
well,
one.
they couldn't.
They knew.
Yeah, they
How many
knew.
guys around you in the class?
There were about a dozen guys, and then there was me, and then after me, 2 other girls came.
Awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
so you were the trendsetter.
At
Have
that
you ever
time.
thought about writing a memoir about what you've been through?
Oh, I've been through a lot of
Yes.
fun things and good things
Have
in
you
my
always
life.
lived out this area?
No, but I did come here in 1970.
Yeah.
I was dating somebody here,
Yeah.
and I was living in Waltham. So then I made the transfer here. And he had 2 sisters my age, and we remained friends all these years.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
That really, really is. You radiate that you love what you do.
I do.
When you
I
go
was-
into her shop, you can tell her receptionist is delightful. You went in, and you're in there. Is that Jan? And you go right in. And all these years, I never went in. And then I wanted to find out if your prices were more reasonable. I just left someone who charges. She had to go up to $30 just to trim the edges of long hair.
I know.
I told you about that. I'm like, I can't do that.
I don't know. I
It's
could
crazy.
never do that.
No.
I'm not really great at business as far as money goes. I just love what I do. I try to be reasonable, and I don't want to break anyone's bank. That's all.
That's
so
how you-
do
that's
the
how you-
best you can with what you have.
Yeah.
And in today, the inflation is so crazy. It's almost, I feel bad that I have to charge so much for some things that are so simple and take no time. But I wouldn't be able to run my shop if I didn't, because everything has gone up so much.
What's the address on Main Street, Gloria? Where you
7 Main Street.
7 Main Street. Basically across from the
Country Superstore.
The superstore.
Yeah.
And right beside you, you have some new people. They groom dogs.
They groom dogs, yeah.
How's that working out?
Yeah,
Good?
she's wonderful.
I know they had a massage place in there one time. I went one time.
Yes, that was attached to my business, the massage therapist.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now with this wonderful talent you have, hold it up again. This is for our vets. And that's a giraffe with the army
A
type hat on.
camouflage hat. Right.
And the T-shirt says, "I stuck my neck out for you."
Yes.
I mean, how perfect.
I know,
is
isn't that clever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You thought of that yourself.
Well, someone else thought of the wording,
Yeah.
but the minute she saw it, and I said, "Oh my God, I hadn't even gotten that far yet,"
Yeah.
you know. So I said, "I'm going to use that," and I did, and now I'm copywriting it, and so yeah, it's really good.
Are you going to? What was I going to say? I found out years ago, I'm an artist, abstract, totally different from what you're.
Yes.
And I was at Curry Printing somewhere out in Worcester, and I found out, I thought I could just go in with a sample of my art and they could run off a bunch of T-shirts. It's expensive.
It's very expensive.
How did you do that?
Well, I put my own money into it,
Yeah.
and it's going to take a while to
really
recoup. But that's okay. I really wanted to do it. You know, you hear so many people do so many great things for mankind, and I'm 74, and I haven't done anything yet, and I just said I don't want to die without doing something for somebody.
You got a long way to go. You're not going anywhere.
You never know.
No, it's
So-
funny. If you look at the obituaries, what gets me is that everyone seems to be up 90 and 100. Then there's this gap in the 80s and suddenly it's like 70 and below. I'm like, what the heck happened to the boomers? What did they do to themselves? Because it's crazy. I mean, I think a lot of people were boom generation, very health conscious, and we're vegan and we're this and that. Something. I don't know what it was. It's a little discouraging.
Oh.
But you can turn it around.
Well, I mean, I know I look better at my age than my mother did.
Yeah.
And so I think my generation is shocked what aging is, because we never heard our parents or grandparents ever complain about aging.
Yeah.
But I know me and my generation complain about it all the time. How horrible it is.
Well, I say baby boomers don't age. They don't age, they youthen. Well, they may look like they're youthening. But it's like you kind of get a wide awakening. You go, like, I had a doctor visit today, and I found out a couple things like, really? You gotta be kidding, I feel fine. But it's amazing when MRI, I have one on my back, what it can show. So they send you to a specialist who can help you understand, and this and that. I love that. I'm a big UMass fan. I love going to specialists. The more I can learn. But have you ever gotten the results of a test online, and you see all these fancy words describing what your, say, MRI was and the results? I start looking them up online, and the doctor says, "Don't do that. Don't do that." I can't help it. I'm like, I want to be ready for the bad news.
Well, I do a lot of alternative healing and have had great success with alternative healing myself. And I just went to my guy that I go to, who's done a lot of great things for me. And I said to him, okay, why, when I'm in the car or in a restaurant and I'm sitting for a long time, why can't I just get up and go?
Yeah.
What is that you kind of have to shake yourself and balance yourself and then get up and walk, but you feel stiff? And I do everything moving to not stiffen up.
What'd he say?
He said our fascia and all our nerves and everything that's in there and muscles lose the elasticity and start to harden, and that's part of the aging process.
So what is his treatment?
His treatment, but I do it every day, is yoga and moving and stretching. But I still do that every day. He said, can you imagine how you would be if you didn't? And so that was one thing that I do notice, that a lot of women especially have walkers and leg problems as they age. And I think that that's their issue and their problem.
And I also noticed too that I'm not, I'm going to have to be now after my last visit. I got to walk. I have got to get out and walk. It's just going to be, I'm going to be my own downfall if I don't.
Yes, you are.
We can take that type of thing.
Yes, you can.
We've been talking with Gloria Perfetto, and again, she is a barber and hairstylist right here in Upton. She's a charming place. You got to go there. You really got to go there. But this great thing she's doing for our vets, the giraffe with the army type hat on, the t-shirts, I stuck my neck out for you. Thank you, vets. And you're going to be, where are you going to appear? Have you got something planned? Maybe Memorial Day over here?
I'm going to do some fairs.
Fairs, yeah.
And I thought breweries, and I put myself on Instagram and Facebook. And I have to design a little card with more information to everybody that buys a t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
So that they'll know where they can
You got to get out there more,
get
because
this.
this is. Have you thought of going out to UMass
so
across
busy.
from them? The vets have a whole new building.
Yes.
Have you gone over there?
No, but I've heard of different little places. So I just have to investigate and get going. It's just hard. I work full time. I golf. And
well, forget the golf for a little while. Go for this.
well, I have to keep my body moving.
Oh, you have more patience than I do. I don't know if I could push a little ball around
And
for
then
hours.
there's painting.
Oh, yeah.
Painting takes time too.
Yeah.
And I have a big poster getting ready for the independent party and the election. And so I'm hoping to get that done and reach out to the independent party to use my giraffe poster
Why not?
for their election.
She looks fantastic. I'm going to see if I can. I'm good at connecting. I connect you with that friend of mine. She makes them. She lives in Milford. She does them herself. If you like the big, they call it the chunky jewelry. You wear it well.
Thank you.
I don't look so great now. Mine has to be more delicate. But you look great, and I'd like to put you two in touch with each other.
That would be
You'd
nice.
enjoy it.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Well, we should have you back on again and hear about your progress in a few months.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
And I'm sure I'll see you at the salon.
Okay. Thank you.
So are you going up to Sally's in Worcester at all to shop?
Oh, no.
No, you're going to Woonsocket?
What am I doing next? I have company coming for dinner.
Okay. No, I'm thinking.
What do you mean?
I don't go up to. They have family days on Wednesdays, and those can get a little crowded at
Where?
Sally's, Salvation Armies,
Oh.
thrift stores. So I tend to wait. Okay, I'll wait till Friday when everything cools down and more stuff comes out.
Well, I have Monday and Tuesdays off. Those are good days to shop.
Well, yeah, Monday. But what about the crowd that comes in Saturday and depletes the
It's okay.
stuff?
Then there's all new stuff coming in.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That one over in Worcester, you gotta go.
Uh-huh.
I don't like the neighborhood too well.
Well, don't forget I don't have mannequin to dress anymore either.
You know what?
I don't have mannequin to dress anymore. Oh, I want to say that mannequin, I thought I was going to retire, and I chickened out, and I said I can't retire.
No.
So I knew the new girl would not want to do the mannequin because it's very hard to change his clothes and think of what he's going to wear for all the seasons. So he's got a tuxedo, and he's a bartender in my brother's living in Gloucester.
Were you the youngest in your family?
Oldest with 3 younger brothers.
Oh, so you're the big sister.
Yes.
So, oh my God. I wonder what your parents thought was harder, the girl or the boys?
They would say the girl.
Yes.
My father always said
I
that.
thoroughly agree.
He'd take 3 boys over me.
Yeah. Oh, I know. We're going to have to wrap it up. Anyway, Gloria,
Thank
quickly,
you,
one more
Jan.
last time, how can they reach you?
You can reach me at profettogloria@gmail.com, and you can call me at the shop Hair Affair in Upton, 508-529-1036.
Awesome.
And I have the veterans t-shirts at gmail.com.
Well, I do hope you can get out to where UMass is.
Yes, I
They
do.
got the whole brand new vets place. We've had a guy on who's an author from the
Okay.
vets, and there's so many places I know. Being a publicist, I know them. But boy, you got to get out there.
There's
Boy,
a-
are you going to make a hit?
There's a favorite restaurant of mine out there too.
All right, well, we'll see you. We'll get her next time. We'll
Thank
see you
you.
next time on Be My Guest.
Riding on a shooting star, heading out toward a dream. Tomorrow's even closer than it seems.